kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the FIU Panthers offense will have first crack at this one. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they...
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback in there.
Got his man on the right. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. FIU will line up the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches, and because this is one of...
Tying it off! Down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll take a shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one he'd like to have back.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Powers. Buys a little extra time. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. They'll try the run. Can't get him to the ground. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. FIU pushing tempo. All right, guys, let's talk about Florida International. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the ground with the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Snagged out of the air.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy,
and then throwing them open.
Gonna run it. It's Diggs. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the right. Complete on the comeback. Chopped out of bounds. He'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Diggs. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Might as well stick with him. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Dropping back, it's Powers. On the run, still looking. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem, I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Getting outside and I'm taking it in myself.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Rides to back and leaves it. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. Offense working from the pistol. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. FIU will line up the punt.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find the...
And he's in for the score. Touchdown. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. That's such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Florida managed to avoid being gator bait by scratching and clawing their way to a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. So far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. FIU will line up to punt. He'll take it on the return. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Wants to throw. It's Powers. Fires to the wideout. Zips it out to his man. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Caught over the middle. It's Ezukama. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 50-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Gonna look downfield again. Pocket breaking down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
Bunch formation for these receivers. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got the big pause on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be fourth down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got it.
Breaks into the open. Still on his another broken tackle. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida International.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. On the ground, it's Diggs. Past the first down marker and still running. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the lone running back.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking to throw, it's Powers. Caught in the backfield, it's Diggs. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Quick release on the RPO. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Already proven reliable. Once he'll try a 2nd field goal, this one a 37-yarder. He slides that just inside the right upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Bringing it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got 1 drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
And the Panthers want to pick up the tempo. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. To the air on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Makes the catch. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he's got some space. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Clark. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Short gain on the play before he slides. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the 1st half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the 1st half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the 2nd half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
On the run from inside his own 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Back to throw, it's Powers. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. And he's still running after the move. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Right. Second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard it.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Palo Alto. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Stanford Stadium.
The Panthers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll go back to work on offense. They keep it on the ground to open the third. There he goes!
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Dropping back, it's Powers. Quickly complete. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up first and goal. Quarterback now breaking the field. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Back to pass. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
It's tough to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows, they open and they close so quickly. You've got to have great timing, and right now this offense doesn't have it. They've thrown 2 straight incompletions.
And it'll be a touchdown. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
and they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask